Have you ever looked at your garden and felt like something was missing? Like no matter how much you spent on plants and decorations, it still looked ordinary. Well, what if I told you that the secret to creating a magazine-worthy garden isn't hiding in expensive garden centers, but actually sitting in your garage, your recycling bin, and maybe even your junk pile right now? Welcome to Garden Homes. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here because today we're about to reveal 12 genius upcycling hacks that will completely transform how you see garbage. We're talking about turning a rusty old bicycle wheel into a stunning climbing trellis, transforming worn-out boots into the most charming planters your neighbors have ever seen, and creating magical fairy gardens from broken furniture that looks like it cost hundreds when it actually cost you nothing. If you're new to our Garden Homes family, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It truly means the world to us and helps us reach more garden lovers like yourself. And hey, I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Drop a comment below and tell me your location. These aren't just any DIY projects. These are genius-level transformations that will have your guests asking, where on earth did you find that beautiful piece? And you'll get to smile and say, I made it from trash. Today's 12 projects will save you hundreds of dollars while creating a garden that's uniquely yours. Trust me, you'll never look at your recycling the same way again. Here at Garden Homes, we believe that creating your dream garden shouldn't drain your bank account or require a degree in landscape design. We're the go-to source for budget-friendly garden transformations that prove style and sustainability can go hand in hand. Our philosophy is simple. True home and garden harmony comes from creativity, not costly purchases. What you're about to see isn't just recycling, it's garden alchemy. We're talking about techniques that professional landscapers charge thousands for, but you'll be doing them with items you probably throw away every week. These genius upcycling hacks create that perfect balance between your indoor comfort and outdoor beauty. But here's the thing, millions of gardeners are discovering these secrets, and I don't want you to miss out. The transformation power you're about to unlock will literally change how you see every broken or useless item in your home. If you love the idea of transforming your garden into a dream home space that reflects your personality while staying budget-friendly, make sure to subscribe to Garden Homes right now. We share these life-changing garden secrets every single week, and this community is growing fast. Number 1. Old tire rainbow planters. Picture this, a sun-dappled corner of your garden, where vibrant flowers cascade from what appears to be a stack of cheerful rainbow-colored planters. But here's the genius part. Those aren't expensive ceramic pots. They're old car tires transformed into the most eye-catching garden feature you've ever seen. I discovered this hack when my neighbor was about to pay $200 to have 4 old tires hauled away. Now those same tires are the star of her garden, painted in gorgeous pastels and bursting with petunias that cost her just $30 total. Here's your step-by-step guide. First, thoroughly clean your tires with soap and water. Choose outdoor spray paint in colors that complement your garden. Think soft mint, blush pink, or sunny yellow. Apply 2 thin coats, letting each dry completely. For drainage, drill 3 small holes in the bottom section of each tire. Fill with quality potting soil, leaving room for your plants to spread. The cost breakdown is incredible. 4 used tires free from tire shops, spray paint $15, potting soil $20. And plants $25. Total investment, $60 for a garden feature that would cost $300 if store-bought. Here's my personal tip. I actually stack mine in a pyramid formation, creating different levels that add incredible depth to any space. For a more sophisticated look, try using primer first, then finish with chalk paint in muted tone. This creates a weathered, expensive-looking patina that'll have everyone asking where you bought such beautiful planters. Number 2. Wine bottle garden borders. Imagine walking through your garden as the evening sun catches dozens of emerald and amber glass surfaces, creating a border that literally glows with captured light. This stunning wine bottle edging looks like an expensive designer installation, but it's actually made from bottles you would have thrown away. I'll never forget the first time I tried this hack. I had collected wine bottles for months, not quite sure what to do with them. When I finally installed this border around my herb garden, the result was so beautiful that my postal worker actually stopped to ask about it. The installation is surprisingly simple. Start by digging a narrow trench about 6 inches deep along your desired border. Remove all labels from your bottles by soaking them in warm, soapy water. The labels peel right off. Here's the key. Bury the bottles neck down, leaving about 2/3 of each bottle visible above ground. Pack soil firmly around each bottle to prevent shifting. Your cost breakdown is practically nothing. wine bottles free from your own collection or local restaurants, and maybe $10 for a small bag of decorative gravel to place between bottles if desired. That's it. A stunning border for under $15 that would cost hundreds from a landscape. The genius element: different colored bottles create varying light effects throughout the day. Green bottles cast cool forest-like shadows, while clear bottles create brilliant light pattern. For an extra touch of magic, drop a few solar string lights behind the bottles for enchanting nighttime illumination. Shimmering pieces of broken china create intricate patterns that dance with color and light, turning discarded dishes into garden treasures that stop visitors in their tracks. This hack saved me hundreds of dollars and countless hours of searching for the perfect garden art. When my grandmother's china set got damaged in a move, I was heartbroken, until I realized those beautiful fragments could become something even more meaningful in my garden. The magic happens in the breaking technique. Wrap your dishes in a thick towel and gently tap with a hammer, creating varied sizes from tiny chips to larger curved pieces. Safety first, always wear gloves and eye protection. For your base, use plain concrete pavers, terracotta pots, or even create your own concrete stepping stones. Starting from the center, arrange your pieces in whatever pattern speaks to you: swirling florals, geometric designs, or abstract art. Use outdoor tile adhesive to secure each piece, working in small sections. Once dry, apply grout between the pieces, then wipe away excess with a damp sponge. Seal everything with weatherproof sealant. Cost breakdown: broken dishes, free; concrete pavers, tile adhesive, $8; grout, 6; sealers, $10. Total about $30 for multiple stunning pieces that would cost $100. The personal story element makes this even more special. Every time I see my grandmother's roses pattern, I smile. It's memory preservation through beautiful garden art. Number 4. Tin Can Lantern Wonderland. As twilight settles over your garden, hundreds of tiny lights begin to twinkle from unexpected sources. Hanging from shepherd's hooks and tree branches, repurposed tin cans have been transformed into the most enchanting lanterns, their punched patterns casting dancing shadows that make your entire outdoor space feel magical. I stumbled upon this genius hack during a power outage last summer. Desperate for outdoor lighting, I grabbed some old cans and started experimenting. The result was so stunning that I now prefer these homemade lanterns to any store-bought light. Creating your tin can lanterns is wonderfully therapeutic. Fill clean cans with water and freeze overnight. The ice prevents denting while you work. Use a nail and hammer to punch decorative patterns into the side. Try simple dots for starlight effects, or create more complex designs like flowers or geometric patterns. Remove the ice, drill 2 holes near the rim for hanging wire, and spray paint if desired. The cost is incredibly low. Tin cans free from your kitchen, battery-operated tea lights $1 each, thin wire for hanging 3, and optional spray paint 5. For about $15 you can create dozens of lanterns that would cost $200. Here's my personal discovery. Different can sizes create varying light intensities. Small tomato paste cans give intimate accent lighting, while large coffee cans provide broader illumination for dining areas. Punch holes closer together for more light, farther apart for subtle ambiance. Group lanterns in odd numbers at varying heights for the most visual impact. Cascading herbs and flowers spill from each wooden slat, creating a vertical garden that transforms unused wall space into a productive, beautiful growing area that looks like a professional installation. This hack literally changed how I think about small space gardening. When I moved to a townhouse with a tiny yard, I was devastated about losing my large garden. Then I discovered vertical growing, and suddenly every wall became potential growing space. The transformation process is surprisingly straightforward. Start with a clean, untreated wooden pallet. Sand any rough edges to prevent splinters. Staple landscape fabric to the back and bottom, creating pockets between each slat. This holds your soil while allowing drainage. Mount securely to your wall or fence using heavy-duty bracket. Fill each pocket with quality potting mix. Then plant herbs, succulents, or trailing flowers. The key is choosing plants that don't need deep root systems. Perfect for herbs like basil, oregano, and thyme that you use in cooking daily. Your investment is minimal. Free pallet check behind appliance stores. Landscape fabric $8. Potting soil $15. Plants $25. Mounting hardware $12. Total $60 for a garden feature that provides fresh herbs worth $200 annually, while creating stunning visual impact. Professional secret: install a simple drip irrigation system using tubing and emitters for $20 more. This creates a self-watering vertical garden that maintains itself, perfect for busy gardeners or vacation period. Number 6. Boat Planter Personality Parade. Lined up along your garden path like a whimsical parade, Old rain boots and worn work boots have found new life as the most charming planters imaginable. Each boot bursts with cheerful flowers, their colorful blooms spilling over weathered leather and rubber in combinations that bring instant personality and smiles to any outdoor space. This became my signature garden homes hack after my kids outgrew their rain boots faster than I could keep up. Instead of throwing them away, I decided to give them a second life in the garden. The result was so delightful that neighbors started bringing me their old boots to transform. The process is wonderfully simple. Clean your boots thoroughly inside and out. Drill 3-4 drainage holes in the sole using a large drill bit. For leather boots, apply a waterproof treatment to preserve them longer. Fill with lightweight potting mix, leaving space for plant growth. Choose plants that complement each boot's personality. Bright petunias for cheerful rain boots, trailing ivy for elegant riding boots, or succulents for rugged work boots. The contrast between tough footwear and delicate flowers creates irresistible charm. Cost breakdown. Old boots free from your closet. Potting soil, $15. Plants, $30. Drainage materials, total, $50 for a collection that would cost $200 if purchased as specialty planters. The genius is in the storytelling. Each boot tells a tale of adventures past, while nurturing new life. Group boots by color family for sophisticated impact, or mix wildly for cottage garden charm. The emotional connection people have with this display is incredible. Number 7. Bicycle wheel garden trellises. Mounted against your garden fence. An old bicycle wheel has been reborn as the most elegant climbing trellis, its spokes creating perfect support for jasmine vines that weave through the metal framework like living art. The circular form adds unexpected architectural interest, while providing exactly what climbing plants need to flourish. I discovered this hack purely by accident when cleaning out my garage. My son's old bike had a bent wheel that made it unsafe to ride, but something about those perfectly spaced spokes made me think, climbing support. Now I actively hunt for old bicycle wheels at garage sales, because the results are consistently stunning. The transformation couldn't be easier. Remove the tire and inner tube from your wheel, keeping just the metal rim and spokes. Clean thoroughly with soap and water, then sand any rust spot. Apply primer and spray paint in your preferred color. I love using weather-resistant metal paint in deep green or classic black for timeless appeal. Mount your wheel securely to a fence, shed wall or freestanding post using metal brackets. The spokes create natural climbing points for vines, sweet peas, morning glories, or even lightweight vegetable plants like peas and beans. Investment breakdown. Old bicycle wheel free or $5 at garage sales. Spray paint $8, mounting hardware $12. Climbing plants fit. Total $40 for a trellis that would cost $150 from garden centers. Create a series of wheels at different heights for dramatic vertical impact. 3 wheels mounted vertically creates a stunning focal point that grows more beautiful each season. Number 8. Mason jar hanging herb gardens. Suspended from your porch ceiling like glowing lantern. A collection of mason jars creates an enchanting hanging herb garden that brings fresh flavors within arm's reach, while adding rustic charm that makes every meal feel like a farm-to-table experience. This hack solved my biggest kitchen gardening frustration, never having fresh herbs when I needed them for cooking. Now I can snip basil, oregano, and thyme right from my porch while the pasta water boils. Its convenience and beauty perfectly combine. The setup is delightfully simple. Start with wide-mouth mason jars for easy planting and harvesting. Drill drainage holes in the lids using a metal bit. Create hanging systems using rope, chain, or macrame. I prefer natural jute rope for its rustic appearance. Thread the rope through holes punched in the jar lids, securing with knots inside. Fill jars with lightweight potting mix and plant herb seedlings or cuttings. Choose herbs you actually use in cooking. Basil, parsley, chives, and mint are perfect starter. The key is positioning. Hang at convenient height for harvesting, but where plants receive adequate morning sunlight. Cost analysis. Mason jars $2 each for 6 jars. Total $48 for a hanging garden that provides $200 worth of fresh herbs annually while creating stunning visual impact. The genius lies in the mobility. You can rearrange your herb garden seasonally or bring delicate plants indoors during harsh weather. Add solar string lights woven through the ropes for evening ambiance that's both functional and absolutely enchanting. Number 9. Broken furniture fairy gardens. In a shaded corner of your garden, an old wooden drawer that once held forgotten treasures has been transformed into an enchanting miniature world. Moss carpets tiny pathways that wind between miniature plants, while small figurines peek out from behind thyme sprigs, creating a magical fairy garden that delights children and adults alike. This hack became my therapy project during a difficult time. Creating these tiny worlds gave me something hopeful to focus on, and watching children's faces light up when they discover new details makes every minute worthwhile. It's gardening that feeds the soul. The magic starts with selection. Old drawers, broken chairs with missing seats, or damaged side tables all make perfect foundations. Clean thoroughly and treat wood with waterproof sealer to prevent rot. Drill drainage holes if working with solid bottom pieces. Layer your foundation with small pebbles for drainage. Then add quality potting soil. Create levels using small stones or pieces of bark. Plant tiny varieties. Baby tears, small hostas, miniature ferns, or creeping thyme work beautifully. Add pathways using sand, small pebbles, or moss. The enchantment comes in the details. Tiny fairy doors from craft stores, miniature benches made from twigs, small mirrors for ponds, and battery-operated micro-LED lights for evening magic. Investment breakdown. Broken furniture piece free. Waterproof sealer, $8. Small plants $25. Miniature accessories $15. Potting supplies $12. Total $60 for a conversation piece that would cost $200 from specialty garden stores. Create themed fairy gardens, beach scenes, forest scenes, or cottage gardens. The storytelling potential is endless. Number 10. Plastic bottle self-watering systems. Hidden beneath the lush foliage of your container garden, an ingenious network of plastic bottles works silently to keep your plants perfectly hydrated. These simple but brilliant self-watering systems ensure your garden thrives even when you're away, using nothing more than recycled bottles and basic physics. I developed this system out of necessity when I kept killing plants during summer vacation. Now my containers actually look better when I return from trips because they've received consistent, perfect watering the entire time. It's like having a personal garden assistant that never takes a day off. The science is beautifully simple. Take clean plastic bottles and poke tiny holes in the cap using a heated needle. This controls water flow rate. Fill bottles with water and invert them into your container plants, pushing the neck down into the soil about 3 inches deep. The water releases slowly as the soil dries, creating perfect moisture levels automatically. Larger bottles work for bigger containers, smaller bottles for herbs and smaller plants. The key is testing your hole size. Too big and water drains too quickly. Too small and plants won't get enough. Cost breakdown. Plastic bottles free from recycling. That's literally it. This hack costs nothing but saves hundreds in plant replacements and professional irrigation systems. The genius extends beyond watering. It's also perfect fertilizer delivery. Mix liquid fertilizer with water in your bottles for consistent feeding. Paint bottles with outdoor paint to match your containers, making them nearly invisible while maintaining function. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Number 11. Old window frame herb gardens. Leaning against your kitchen window, an antique window frame has found perfect new purpose as a charming herb garden that brings the past and present together beautifully. Each glass pane frames a different herb variety, creating a living artwork that provides fresh flavors while honoring the window's original role of bringing light and life into spaces. This hack holds special meaning for me because the window came from my grandmother's farmhouse. Instead of storing it in the attic, it now graces my kitchen garden where I can think of her every time I harvest herbs for her recipes. It's functional nostalgia at its finest. The transformation preserves the window's character while adding new function. Remove any loose or broken glass carefully, wearing gloves for safety. Sand the frame lightly and apply weather-resistant stain or paint if desired. Install small shelf brackets behind each pane opening to hold individual herb pots. Choose herbs based on your cooking style. Mediterranean cooks love rosemary, oregano, and thyme, while Asian cuisine enthusiasts prefer basil, cilantro, and mint. The individual pots allow you to customize soil and watering for each herb's specific needs. Position your window garden where it receives morning sunlight but afternoon shade. This prevents herbs from bolting while ensuring adequate growth. Investment details. Vintage window frame $25 at antique shops or free from renovations. Shelf brackets $15. Small terracotta pots $20. Herbs $25. Potting soil $10. Total $95 for a functional art piece that would cost $300. Install grow lights behind the glass for year-round indoor growing possibilities. Number 12. Rusty metal garden sculptures. Rising from your flower beds like ancient artifacts, weathered metal objects have been arranged into striking garden sculptures that add industrial elegance to natural space. Old gears, rusty chains, and forgotten tools create focal points that celebrate the beauty of aging metal while providing perfect backdrops for climbing roses and flowering vines. This artistic approach started when I inherited a pile of rusty farm equipment from my uncle's property. Instead of hauling it to scrap metal, I began seeing these pieces as sculpture materials. Now my garden has unique focal points that no amount of money could buy from stores. The artistry lies in arrangement and combination. Group pieces by texture, size, or function to create visual relationships. An old wagon wheel becomes a trellis when positioned upright, while chains draped between posts create boundaries with character. Rusty tools mounted on fence posts become vertical interest that tells stories of hard work and history. The beauty of rust is that it continues evolving, developing richer patinas and more interesting textures over time. Unlike manufactured garden art that stays static, these pieces grow more beautiful with each season. Safety first, ensure all pieces are stable and won't tip over. File down any sharp edges that could cause injury. Position sculptures where they enhance rather than interfere with garden maintenance. Cost breakdown. Rusty metal objects, free from farm sales, construction sites or family collections. Basic tools for arrangement $20. Concrete for stabilizing bases if needed. Total $35 for unique art pieces that would cost thousands from professional metal artists. I'm seeing so many comments from gardeners who are already planning their weekend upcycling projects, and it just fills my heart with joy. Tell me which project you're trying first. Are you excited about that magical tin can lanterns, or maybe the wine bottle borders caught your eye? I'd love to hear your creative ideas and see how you adapt these hacks for your own space. And if you haven't subscribed to Garden Homes yet, what are you waiting for? We share budget-friendly garden transformations like these every single week, and this community is growing into something truly special. Hit that subscribe button and join thousands of gardeners who are proving that stunning outdoor spaces don't require huge budgets, just creativity and a little Garden Homes inspiration. As we wrap up these 12 genius upcycling hacks, I want you to remember something important. Your garden is more than just plants and decorations. It's a reflection of your creativity, your values, and your ability to see potential where others see waste. Every single project we've shared today proves that stunning garden transformations don't require massive budgets. They require vision, creativity, and the willingness to try something new. Here at Garden Homes, our mission has always been simple, helping you create that perfect harmony between your indoor comfort and outdoor beauty, proving that your dream home space extends far beyond your front door. When you transform trash into garden treasures, you're not just decorating, you're making a statement about sustainability and creativity. If these transformations inspired you, please subscribe to Garden Homes right now. We share these life-changing garden secrets every week, and I promise you'll never run out of budget-friendly ways to make your outdoor space absolutely stunning. Which hack are you most excited to try? Drop a comment below and tell me about your favorite transformation, or share photos of your own upcycling successes. I respond to every comment because this Garden Homes community means everything to me. Remember, every piece of garbage in your home is just a garden treasure waiting to be discovered. Keep growing, keep creating, and happy gardening, Garden Homes family.